Hello students, we are going to start probability today. Probability means possibility of happening any incident or any event. Today we are going to discuss some basic definition or some basic concept of probability. So let's start. So probability in Bengali it is Sambhavana Tattva, means the theory of possibility, and we are to discuss probability theory. So probability means chance or possibility of any event, as I said. You can take an example of tossing a coin. When you are tossing a coin, then you will get either head or tail. Now possibility of getting head or tail is to be calculated mathematically, and by which procedure we are to calculate the process result. This is called probability theory. Okay, so here you can say that when you are tossing a coin, then you will get either head or tail, and the possibility or the chance of getting head is 50-50, and the possibility of getting tail also 50-50. So probability of getting head is half or 50-50, and probability of getting tail also 50-50 or half. So the first basic thing is the experiment, means an action under some particular or fixed condition. The action gives us some result. This is called random experiment. While taking the example of tossing a coin, the action or the act of tossing the coin is called random experiment. Means any kind of action which gives us some result, so that we can calculate the results possibility of happening is called random experiment. Okay, so the theoretical definition is given there. As you can see in notes, the theoretical experiment definition is given, and some example of random experiment, as I said, it is tossing a coin or throwing a die. Means when you are playing Ludo, then you are throwing a die and you will get any one result from one, which we generally call put 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Okay, so this throwing or the tossing, this all are example of random experiment. Next, it is sample space or event space. In note, the theoretical definition is given. What is sample space or event space? The results, the collection of whole result is sample space. Means when you are tossing a coin, which result you are getting, that is either tail or head. So the results are head and tail. So the sample space is denoted, or it is written by capital S. Okay, so this S is a collection of the results of any random experiment. When you are going through an experiment, then you will get some results, and the all type of result, you make a set of this all kind of result, then this set or this collection is called outcome space or sample space or event space. Outcome means কোনো একটা র্যান্ডম এক্সপেরিমেন্ট করার ফলে তুমি যে রেজাল্টগুলো, যে আউটকামগুলো পেতে পারো, সেইগুলোর কালেকশনটাই হচ্ছে স্যাম্পল স্পেস। যেমন throwing a die, in case of throwing a die, you are to get 1 to 6 this all result means পুট থেকে ছক্কা অবধি যা কোনো কিছু একটা পড়তে পারে, মানে 1 2 3 4 5 6 এগুলো এই রেজাল্টগুলো মধ্যে যে কোনো একটা আমি পেতে পারি। সো কালেকশন অফ দিস অল রেজাল্ট ইজ আওয়ার sample space or outcome space or event space. Okay, the next is event. Now what is event? We are already introduced with a random experiment and sample space. Now what is event? See, in sample space the results, all results individually are called events. প্রত্যেকটা রেজাল্টই এক একটা ইভেন্ট। এখানে as for example, while tossing a coin you are getting head or tail, then individually head and tail, this all are events. Okay, here we are getting two events, head, one, tail, and in this S there are 6 events. So individually these all are called event, and in definition it is mentioned that the subset of sample space S is called event. Also this is true. As for example 2 3 4 6 in case of throwing a die is a subset of 1 2 3 4 5 6, so this is also an event. Yeah, individually it is event, and collecting sum of events is also considered as event. Okay, now next important topic is the types of events or the classifications. So how many types of events are there? Mainly the 7 types are given there: simple, compound, equally likely, mutually exclusive or disjoint, complementary, null or impossible, certain or sure. This kind of or this type of events we have when we are going through an random experiment. So first type is simple or elementary event, means an event which cannot be divided into parts. যে সমস্ত ইভেন্টকে আরও কিছু ভাগে ভাগ করা যায় না সেই ইভেন্টসগুলোকে বলা হচ্ছে সিম্পল বা এলিমেন্টারি ইভেন্ট। অ্যাজ ফর এক্সাম্পল head and tail. This head, you cannot divide this result into some other parts, head to head. So this is simple or elementary. In case of throwing a die also, when you are getting 6, then 6 cannot be divided into parts. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all these are elementary or simple event. So example I have given that in tossing a coin, even head and the event tail is also simple event. Next type is compound event. Compound event means just opposite of simple event, means we can divide the event into some part, some smaller part or some smaller event. Example is provided there that in case of throwing a die, when you are getting odd outcome, this is also an event. Okay, you could have odd face or you could have even face also. From 1 to 6 you could have odd face and even face. যখন ছক্কার গুটি চালা হয় তখন আমরা জোড় সংখ্যক রেজাল্টও পেতে পারি, বিজোড় সংখ্যকও পেতে পারি। মিন্স odd face, if you are getting odd face, then it can be divided or decomposed into another part. Which are the parts? Means odd face that means you could have 1, 3 or 5, any 3. মানে অড ফেজটাকে আমি আরও স্মলার ইভেন্টসে ভাগ করতে পারছি। অড ফেজ মানে 1ও পেতে পারি, 3ও পেতে পারি, 5ও পেতে পারি। সো ইন দ্যাট কেস অড ফেজ ইজ compound event, means it can be divided or decomposed into small simple event. Similarly, in case of even phase, when you are getting 2, 4, 6, these are even phase na, so even outcome can be also divided or decomposed in simple events. So this is compound event. Next, equally likely events. This is important, means every event are mutually equally likely, means when you are tossing a coin, then you could have head and tail equal with equal possibility, মানে কোনো একটা রেজাল্ট হওয়ার সম্ভাবনা বেশি নয়, সবগুলোর পড়ারই সম্ভাবনা সমান, সেক্ষেত্রে সেটাকে আমরা ইকুয়ালি লাইকলি বলি। যেমন থ্রোয়িং আ ডাই, ইন কেস অফ দিস you could have 1, 2, 3 to 6 equally likely, means possibility of having any one of them is equal. কোনো একটা রেজাল্ট যে পাওয়ার সম্ভাবনা বেশি তা নয়, 6টার মধ্যে যে কোনো একটা পড়তে পারে। টসের ক্ষেত্রেও হেড আর টেলের মধ্যে যে কোনো একটা পড়তে পারে, মানে ওরা প্রত্যেকে মিউচুয়ালি ইকুয়ালি লাইকলি ইভেন্টস। Next, mutually exclusive or disjoint, means any two events which could not be happened simultaneously, means could not be happened together. আমরা যখন টস করি তখন হয় হেড পড়বে নয় টেল পড়বে, একই সাথে হেড আর টেল দুটো রেজাল্ট পাওয়া সম্ভব নয়। সো হেড অ্যান্ড টেল দিস আর mutually disjoint, মানে exclusive, that means আলাদা event. আবার throwing, in case of throwing a dice, also when you are getting 6, then you could not have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 simultaneously, so this all are mutually disjoint. Next is complementary events, means any events. Complementary event means in case of any random experiment having a result, means when you are throwing a die, you are getting 5, suppose, then other than 5 all other events are complementary events, means no 5. when মানে যখন একটা রেজাল্ট পাওয়া যাচ্ছে 5, যখন একটা লুডোর গুটি চালা হচ্ছে তখন 5 ছাড়া বাকি সবাই হচ্ছে 5-এর কমপ্লিমেন্ট। 5, no 5. when you are getting 6, no 6 are complementary events. There are another example of tossing a coin, even head, and means when it is head, then you are not getting tail, means tail and head are mutually complementary events. Next, null or impossible event, means possibility of happening any event is 0, then it is called null, means when you are throwing a die, then getting a result which is 7 is impossible, মানে লুডোর গুটিতে 7 বলে কিছু থাকে না, 6 অবধি থাকে, so 7 probability or possibility of getting 7 is 0, so this is impossible event in gas case. যখন একটা গুটিকে টস করা হয় তখন হেড আর টেলের বাইরে আর অন্য কিছুই পাওয়া যাবে না, in that case other than head and tail every cases are impossible events. Next, certain or sure event, the last type, that is certain or sure event, means when you are going through a random experiment, then you are getting a particular result, Okay, in case of tossing a coin or throwing a dice, you are getting the result, and this all result are certain or sure, means any one of them could be obtained. So this all are supposed to be certain or sure event. So in case of tossing a coin, head and tail both are sure event, and all, in short, all possible events are certain or sure event. There are another important note that a random experiment is denoted or expressed or written by capital E, a sample space is written by capital S, and any event is written by capital A. Okay, so these are the basic of probability theory, important basic definitions. Among them, event the types of event is very much important, and while doing the problem or the sum, they are necessary. So so this this all classification or types of events you have to keep in mind. Okay. If there is any problem, let me know.